The EFCC don't talk say anywhere where Tompolo like make it run to, say they must arrest some. Things they happen. They say no be small battle they go on for inside that area. I tell when I say this one, it go through the red. Come hear how this our brother take expose Yoruba in order way to use an Igbo judge to judge this Malami so that Funani and the Igbo go they get another problem tomorrow. So I will play the video. May you listen to that video. However, let us go and listen as the EFCC now they seize everything belonging to Tompolo. And the same thing they go do to Asare Dokubo. He don't read. Watch the full video.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the Federal High Court sitting in Lagos appear to be running out of patience following the refusal of the former Niger Delta militant government Ekpemopolo, popularly known as Tompolo, to give himself up after being declared wanted by the EFCC. The EFCC told the court today that a combined team of Nigerian police and military officers have been curbing the creeks for weeks without success. Justice Ibrahim Buba then granted an order for the seizure of all listed properties belonging to Tompolo.
If an accused person continues to abscond from court and conceal himself from arrest after a warrant of arrest has been issued, the law provides that all his properties should be confiscated until he appears, and after 3 months, if he still does not appear, they should be auctioned by the federal government. And that's what we have done. And the court granted our prayers to seize all his properties we find anywhere. That is what the court granted. We are going to separate the charge. We are going to keep his own until we get him, or until we auction his properties, and we continue with the other ones. We're just going to separate them so that he will stand alone from the other accused persons, because he is delaying the trial of the other accused person.
Please watch this video. Watch this video. I will be here to announce the emancipation of Ndi Igbo. I will be here to announce the freedom of Biafra, and I will be here to announce the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The question is, will you be here? Where will you be? There is a breaking news in Malami's case, and you ask me, what is this breaking news all of a sudden? And that is that the Igbo judge that is handling Malami's case has just resigned. Are you surprised? Yes. Justice Obiora Egwatu has said, I no do again. I no want your problem. I don't want any issue. Please, I don't want to handle anything concerning Malami or any of your political cases in this country. Please, Akamadria, let me go in peace. Let me manage my career in peace. God bless you, Egwatu. God bless you, Egwatu, for handling off your hand from this case. Let Nigeria handle their matter. They should find a Yoruba judge to appoint now. Why didn't they appoint a Motosho? Oh, okay. He's not an Igbo man. He's a Fulani man. You don't want Yoruba and Fulani to clash. So that tomorrow you will not say it was Igbo judge that sentenced Malami. Then you will not say na Igbo, na hate Fulani. So they will not start again, rinse and repeat the tribal bigotry going on in Nigeria. You see how wicked this particular Yoruba Yariba can be? You see how they can set people up? This is exactly how they did. There is another Igbo man handling Malami's case. There are two. The first one is Emeka Nwite. That's the one that granted bail to Malami. And I queried him here for doing that because actually that shows you how inept and deeply rotten judiciary can make anybody be devoid of tribe. But I thank God that this particular one handling the case, that is the second case of Malami in EFCC, part of the case, Obiora Egwatu, he does not want any of this. Look at the news here. He says, Justice Obiora Egwatu of the Federal High Court on Thursday recused himself from two high-profile cases filed by the EFCC against former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami. The judge, who was recently reassigned to handle the matters by the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Soho, announced his withdrawal in open court, citing personal reasons and the interest of justice. Justice Egwuatu said his decision to step down from the cases was necessary to ensure fairness and maintain public confidence in the judicial process. The development came shortly after a civil suit seeking the forfeiture of 57 properties allegedly linked to Malami was called up for mention before the court. The forfeiture case forms part of broader legal actions initiated by the Efcc against the former Justice Minister over alleged corruption and unlawful acquisition of assets. You see something that is wrong with Nigeria? Everything about them is a game. Malami's case definitely we know is a political witch hunt. Then you went to bring an Igbo judge to finalize the plan. You did not see a Yoruba judge do it. Emeka Nwite is still handling the other case. I advise him to also recuse himself. As is the Yoruba government who is sentencing Malami, they should also put a Yoruba judge. The same way a Yoruba government puts a Yoruba judge for Mazi and Kanu. They should put a Yoruba judge to complete it. Don't they have Yoruba judges? In fact, I know there are more Yoruba judges in the High Court than Igbo judges. So are you lacking Yoruba judges now that you have Fulani in the dock? Are you lacking Yoruba judges? You want to keep playing this mind game? You want to keep playing this divide and rule game? This setup game? Trying to put people against themselves while you take all the credit? The same game Yoruba played during the Civil War? Putting the North against the Southeast, which you have succeeded, because as of today, there is no friendship, no love lost between the Igbos and the Fulani. It is all because of the Yoruba propaganda that they have always done. Tomorrow now, if this Obiora sentences Malami, they will cook it and say, Igbo judge sentenced Malami to prison. Yes, because the way we are calling it now, it is Omotosho we are calling. Omotosho. That is how Fulani will be calling Igbo man, Obiora Egwuatu. He knows. The judge is a smart man. He's a smart thinker. He is, in fact, that judge, if you are surprised, he may be an ardent faithful of Mazi and Kanu, who goes through Kanu's teachings and understands Nigeria's depth. You don't even need to be Kanu's student. Any politician or any civil servant in Nigeria knows how Nigeria works. Except you want to deceive yourself. Then you keep deceiving yourself. You are the ones in the politics. You see how they behave. You see how Nigeria is every day. Still you want to lie. As a judge, you want to lie you don't know. Look at me, the other judge. You are handling the case every day. You are doing the job. That means you have accepted to work in that way. But whatever you do today is going to affect the Igbos, not only you. I tell you, that is how Nigeria works. Because a Motosho's own is only giving credence to Yoruba people. Yoruba, anyway, Yoruba man. Yoruba people, that's how they behave. Yes, it is tribalistic. Nigeria is tribalistic. It is only Igbos that don't understand this game. It is only Igbo people that don't understand this game. Buhari even tried when he appointed his own sister. Yes, he even tried though, because he was even being very, very nice. Because the Fulani people, they're not pretenders like Yoruba, like that too. Somehow, Igbos are also very straightforward. It is these Yoruba people. They are the highest snake I have seen in my life. They are the only ones who know how to set these things. Because look at it very well. 2 cases of Malami. It is Igbo man handling 2 of them. Oh, why did you not appoint him to Nnamdi Kanu's case? Why did you not appoint Obiora Egwuatu or Emeka Nwite to Nnamdi Kanu's case? You did not see Igbo judge to appoint in Kanu's case. Is it not justice system? Does it matter? But you see, Nigeria, we look at the tribe. Then you look at the judge. But you trust your justice system. You trust the judges. Why are you now judging them based on their tribe? Why do you appoint judges based on their tribe? Since they are all knowledgeable, they are all neutral, except you're saying that Nigerian judges are not neutral. Because this is a big indictment. That you have to dig deep into the tribe of a judge and check the person who is accused or the criminal before you can now appoint a judge. Why do you then have a justice system and claim it's trustworthy? I want to commend Justice Obiora Egwatu for this brave action. Better for you, leave them and their wahala alone. Nigeria is not serious in the cause of justice. This is a country that don't follow rule of law. They use judges to play their politics. Now they've appointed you as an Igbo man to go against the Fulani. That is how they see it. They don't see it that you are a judge and he is a defendant. No. They see it that you are an Igbo and he's Fulani. That is how it will be tomorrow. So thank you for reading between the lines and recusing yourself, citing any reason you like. It's better for you. Let Nigeria not drag you in the mud tomorrow. Because tomorrow now, these Fulani people, they will still be in power. They will come back and be in power. I'm telling you. And what will happen to your career? What will happen to your life? All the years of service. They can rob you and say you are corrupt. You have did this. You are a bad judge. They can indict you and frustrate your life. And frustrate your life in the judiciary. I'm telling you. These people are very powerful. Forget that you are saying Tinubu, they are still in control of the foundation of the country. But you are wise enough to recuse yourself. That is how smart you are. You are a wise judge. Not like Emeka Nwite, who is busy sitting down there, handling the portion of the case. You know, handling his own portion. Giving bail to Malami. Imagine. Giving bail to Malami. But a Yoruba man could not give your own brother bail. In the constitution, all offenses are bailable. Yes, even terrorism offenses are bailable. Yes, there is no offense that's not bailable. Go and check your constitution. So Omotosho had no reason not to grant Kanu bail. But he did not grant Kanu bail. You went and granted Malami bail. You did it. That is a senseless judge, Emeka Nwite. I advise you, Emeka Nwite, go and recuse yourself from that portion of the case, because you are handling part of the case. Go and recuse yourself. Let this Yoruba and Fulani handle their thing. I'm just advising you, simple. Because you know, sometimes we Igbos, we behave as if we know it all. Over Sabi, you want to be in charge of the profile case. Malami's case cannot increase or improve your status or ranking as a judge. It cannot improve your star. It will stain your whites. Malami's case cannot improve your CV. It will stain your whites. I'm telling you. It is only Nnamdi Kanu's case that can prove your CV up. And cases of people who are proven activists or people who are fighting against injustice, victims of circumstances, prisoners of conscience. These are people that can improve your CV as a judge. Be that as it may, not Malami. So you gain nothing. Highest money. Money and problem. And problem. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, turn on notification, select the bell that says all to get notified whenever we release a video. I've been your host, Chi Ne Do. Thank you for watching my video. See you next one. Peace.
My people, share this video and drop your own opinion in comment section.